Samuel Savoie is one of it's some of the most fun I've ever had watching a player play hockey. One, because he loves hockey so much. This kid, all he talks about is going balls to the wall for every shift. And I remember reading the scouting report up on him and some of the comps to Andrew Shaw, and that's a lofty comparison. Obviously, that's a guy that involved in cups and had some really heroic moments and was such a core piece of some really great teams. But I understand the comparison. I'd say that Savoie's even got a lot more speed than Shaw did. Not that it has to be about the comparison, but he's an incredibly fast skater. Like I said, his intensity on every shift is ridiculous. He gets at least one hit on every shift, and I'm not just like throwing that out as a throwaway sentence. He makes body contact almost within the first 10 seconds every time he jumps on the ice. If it's forecheck, if it's tying someone up in the neutral zone. And I was just so impressed. And it was really cool with our end of year availability last year. I asked him just what his feelings were looking back at this season, because this time last year, he was starting his first year after suffering a really tough femur injury when he had so much promise and excitement to start his pro career. And then before the year even starts, he suffers this really tough injury. And he just said he was so proud of the way that his season went last year. He was the only Ice Hog that played all 72 regular season games, all 7 playoff games. And he said he felt great through it. That alone, I think, is a win. And then to feel that he's just an energizer bunny. He's got jam, and I hope he's someone that starts to get more and more looks over the next year. The other quick one that I'll touch on, and we only saw him for a couple of weeks at the end of the year because he was finishing out at Denver, but Aiden Thompson's a really great talent. That is a guy that was a third rounder 3 years ago, got stupid speed. Just like he immediately came in, joined the pro ranks, and was driving his line. And he was playing on a line with Cole Gutman, who is a really great AHL, NHL up-down player, and Zach Sanford, who doesn't need much explanation there. So I'm really excited to see what he can do in year 2. And with a full offseason going into the pro year, that's someone that I'm definitely excited to keep eyes on throughout this next season.
Yeah, and you bring up like a good point with the Andrew Shaw and Savoy. I know that early on, I think like 2 years ago, everybody was talking about Savoy, and then there's just been just an assortment of different prospects